Welcome, Google partners, to today's Privacy Imperative event. We've got a jam-packed agenda with lots of exciting content. I appreciate everyone taking the time to tune in. Throughout today's event, we'll discuss how privacy-safe measurement and automation are critical for your agency's growth and represent an opportunity for you to lead your clients forward. Before we dive in, take a moment and share where you're from in the chat on the right-hand side. Feel free to ask questions throughout the event and answer the polls too. We'll be sure to get to your questions as quickly as we can, but in some cases, we may have to follow up afterwards. Let's move on to learn a bit more about why we're here and today's agenda. We hosted interviews with several of our top agencies, including many of you who tuned in today. Here's what we heard is top of mind for you all going into 2022 based on this visual. The larger the text appears, the more often we heard its importance during our interviews. Overwhelmingly, agencies across the Americas shared that their focus for this year is client retention, performance, and growth. A few mentioned secondary topics such as privacy, cookieless future, and measurement. This is important to call out because it has become increasingly evident that a privacy-first environment will have a significant impact on your 2022 priorities when it comes to client retention, performance, and growth. Agencies that solve for privacy and shepherd clients throughout the journey will be better set up for success. We built the content for today based on feedback during these interviews with our agency partners. Our goal for this session is to break privacy down into tangible, concrete steps that you can walk away and implement today. Today, we'll focus on the top privacy changes that are impacting the industry and agencies, ways in which Google solutions help protect your measurement insights and improve performance, and how to put privacy at the heart of your agency's strategy in order to be ready for what's next. In order to discuss how changes to digital marketing are impacting agencies, I'll pass things off to my colleague, Jitu.
Thanks, Helena. Hello, everyone. My name is Jitendra Kumar, and I'm a head of agency here at Google. I'm excited to be here today to discuss a really important topic. To begin, let's talk about changes happening in the industry and how it impacts digital advertising. Over the past few years, users' concerns over the usage of their data and increased industry privacy regulations have made the long-term future of digital measurement more challenging. New research from a study conducted by Boston Consulting Group and Google shows that 64% of consumers say they mistrust companies to protect their personal data and privacy online. Digital advertising will continue to evolve to meet privacy needs, and this will be an ongoing journey, and clients will look to you all for guidance and solutions. Let's dive into how we are seeing privacy impact digital marketing today. In spring of 2021, Apple implemented changes, and you might have seen clients' digital marketing efforts impacted. iOS 14 shows a prompt which asks if users want their activity tracked. As you can see here, it's now front and center. People are responding by opting out of tracking, with many studies showing over 96% of users opting out. This dramatically impacts the ability to target, measure, and optimize advertising performance. In Google's case, we announced changes to our platforms, including Chrome's intention to phase out third-party cookies and operate without cross-app identifiers on Android. Without a proactive approach, advertisers will see the greatest impact from privacy changes on features that rely on common identifiers, such as third-party cookies, significantly impacting audience marketing, remarketing, and measurement solutions. Downstream products that depend on conversion data will also be affected. All this has performance implications across most GMP and Google Ads product areas, including search, display, YouTube, and shopping. Ongoing innovation of Google's products and your agency's strategies are needed to improve user privacy while giving you the measurement insights that power your clients' businesses. The good news is that marketers and agencies can win with privacy-first marketing. Navigating privacy changes can be difficult and confusing, and brands are leaning and will continue to lean on their agencies for guidance. This is a journey, and there is an opportunity for agencies to lead their clients through these challenging times. Forrester research revealed the number one challenge for brands is how to effectively and responsibly collect and use customer data. Agency leaders are trying to build out resources to address brand needs. 81% of agency leaders are making consumer privacy, security concerns an important priority in their roadmaps. At the opening of the live stream, we heard your 2022 goals: growth, performance, and client retention. Revising them without implementation of a successful privacy roadmap, measurement, and effective usage of data puts client business goals at risk. We see this in an evolution of the criteria clients use to select an agency, with a track record of measurable business growth and business acumen being the top deciding factors for brands hiring agencies. Additionally, brands seek out and invest more with partners that focus on outcome-driven media. More than ever, an agency's role is now more important in helping clients prepare for the future of advertising and continue to make marketing an agile profit center for the clients they manage. Of course, this is all easier said than done. To address this, I'll pass things off to Bob to discuss how we operationalize Google's privacy solutions.
Thanks, G2. Hi, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Bob Dillon, and I lead the product and sales activation team across the Americas. As G2 mentioned, I'm excited to be here today and share a bit more about how Google's solutions can help protect your measurement insights and improve performance. Given that most of the audience tuning in today are agency leaders, we'll take a higher altitude approach to collect, measure, and activate. We'll walk through the framework and then discuss how you as an agency leader can approach setting up your team for success when executing with clients. To set the stage, let's outline each of the three steps. Collect. We'll cover how to collect data in a privacy-safe way and why that's so important. Measure. We'll discuss the steps you take to ensure your clients understand how to value customer actions. Activate. We'll address how Google's automated bidding solutions with privacy-safe data signals layered on enable you to bid to your clients' most valuable customers. Let's take a deeper look at collect. The most important initial step to collect first-party data from site visitors. Clients expect more from an agency than execution in the Google Ads platform. They value insights-driven strategies that provide value to their business. And you don't have to take our word for it. Companies that link all their first-party data sources can generate 2 times the incremental revenue from a single ad placement, communication, or outreach. Further, they can deliver 1.5 times improvement in cost efficiency over companies that have more limited data integration capabilities. To generate insightful and actionable data points for your clients, you need to have the code in place and permission where required to measure data. Collecting data with the Google tag allows you to create unique and personalized strategies for your clients based on first-party data. Your agency is already gathering first-party data by measuring conversions. Doing so with the Google tag provides you with rich insights about how your clients' customers are engaging across their websites. The Google tag for Google Ads and Google Marketing Platform is better than the older tagging solution, the AdWords Conversion Tracking tag. This is because it uses a single Google tag across all products and accounts, and it future-proofs you since it will be compatible with all our future privacy-centric measurement solutions. Once you've set up the foundation for your client with the Google tag, it's time to leverage core measurement solutions to ensure that measurement remains both accurate and actionable. There are 3 solutions to mitigate conversion loss. First, enhanced conversions for web. Previously in beta and fully available now, this is a tag added to a client site that enables the use of model data and consented user-provided data matched against signed-in Google accounts. Advertisers who used enhanced conversions see an average increase of 17% in measured conversions on YouTube. Second, Google Analytics 4. This is the new Google Analytics app for web, and it unifies and simplifies data processing, reporting, audiences, and analysis of all consumer interactions. All told, when clients effectively use their first-party data, They can generate double the incremental revenue from a single ad placement, communication, or outreach. Now that your teams are collecting and measuring accurate data, it's time to act on it. Google's automated solutions recommendations aren't new. However, there's a newfound urgency for agencies to successfully use automation. When you combine the power of automation with first-party data, the results are significant. First-party data and measurement solutions plus automated bidding yield a 27% increase in conversion volume when combined with non-last-click attribution. Since Google's automated solutions are privacy safe, measurement provides input that can be acted upon. As a result, Google is able to analyze billions of signals. It dynamically identifies high-impact moments in the customer journey where marketing budgets can be spent most effectively to achieve client goals. However, it's worth noting that without implementing enhanced conversions and the Google tag, you would not be able to deliver on your client's performance goals with automation strategies like value-based bidding and auto-applied recommendations in a privacy-first world. Alternatively, manual campaigns will be heavily impacted. A loss of reported conversions for those campaigns can leave gaps in your field of vision and even lead to biased optimizations. Conversion modeling and automation allow you to protect privacy while driving performance for your clients. These are the top 3 automated solutions your agency should focus on. First, value-based bidding. By assigning unique conversion values, you can optimize towards the conversions that are worth the most to your business. Using a value-based bidding strategy like maximize conversion value or target ROAS bids to the actual value of the transaction. We see the value of this bid strategy reflected in a 14% uplift in conversion value and spend for advertisers that switch their bid strategy from target CPA to target ROAS on search. Second, auto-applied recommendations. This feature automates Google Ads recommendations as measured by the optimization score. This can benefit your client's performance. For example, we see a 14% median increase in conversions for advertisers who increase their account-level optimization score by 10 points. Third, Performance Max for retail. Performance Max is a single campaign type that deploys ads across all Google Ads channels and inventory sources. For retail customers, try running Performance Max alongside your existing campaigns to drive incremental conversions while maintaining strong results from other campaigns. Advertisers that use Smart Shopping or local campaigns will be upgraded to Performance Max in 2022. This will enable additional inventory and bidding for Smart Shopping campaigns and new product features on local campaigns. Advertisers that use Performance Max campaigns in their account see an average increase of 13% in incremental conversions at a similar cost per action. It's important to recognize automation won't succeed without a great strategy and quality inputs. While Google can automate aspects of optimization, strategy cannot be automated. Agencies add the most value by being responsible for clients' marketing objectives based on a deep understanding of their consumers and business. To guide automation and working on your behalf, you have control over the quality and accuracy of data and information that is shared with Google. Automation works best with strategic human input, including setting the right goals, fueling it with quality data, and coming up with new ideas to test. Automation can improve performance by 20%, and human input can improve it further by 15%. When you use automated solutions with privacy-safe measurement, you're providing value to your clients and future-proofing their strategy with privacy at the center. To recap, collecting high-quality data, measuring results, and acting on those insights with automation are drivers of agency success in a privacy-safe world. I'll pass it back to G2 to discuss how you as agencies can put privacy at the heart of your strategy so you can be ready for what's next. G2, over to you.
Leading agencies like you are partnering with Google to ensure their clients are prepared for upcoming changes. We are here to help prepare your teams with the steps you should take now. Step 1. Ensure your agency has the latest education on privacy changes and solutions. Google's helping agencies prepare and activate during the shift by training practitioners on what is impacted and the strategies to use based on their client goals. We'll host 2 follow-up Google Ads Academy trainings for your account managers. For the US and Canada, these will take place on April 19th, but will be available on demand afterwards as well. For on-demand self-paced learning, visit Skillshop's Privacy for Agencies Partners training. Step 2. Have your account managers review Google recommendations to implement privacy-safe solutions tied to measurement and automation. Your account managers can see if privacy solutions need to be implemented in the Recommendations tab of the account. Step 3. Prioritize privacy conversations and implementation with your clients along with your Google account team. Provided you have a Google account team, reach out to discuss a privacy strategy at your QBR. Agencies with an assigned Google team can reach out to see if you're eligible for enhanced campaign implementation support from Google. Coming up next, we'll hear an example of how one of our agencies, WPromote, partnered with your Google team to prioritize enhanced conversion implementation. For all agencies, work with your clients to gain back-end access and lean on Google resources if needed to implement privacy-safe solutions. Before we wrap up for today, I'm excited to pass things off to Yongsoo Kim and Michael Block from WPromote. Michael will share a bit more about how his teams partnered closely with Google to prioritize privacy with their clients and drive implementation. Yongsoo and Michael, off to you.
Hello, everyone, and thanks again for taking the time to join us today. For those of you who I haven't met before, I'm Yongsoo Kim, Vice President of Google Customer Solutions in the Americas. Throughout today's event, we've heard how the industry continues to evolve due to rising user expectations for online privacy. Here at Google, we recently announced changes to our platforms, including Chrome's intention to phase out third-party cookies and operate without cross-app identifiers on Android. With changes across the industry already in effect and more on the horizon, agencies have an exciting opportunity to lead their clients on this ongoing journey we're all on together. Today, I'm thrilled to be joined by Michael Block, COO of WPromote. It's great to finally be in person. Michael, I appreciate you joining me today and taking the time to share a bit more about how you've helped your agency and your clients not only navigate privacy, but position yourself for future growth.
Thanks, Yongsoo. It's exciting to be part of this discussion.
I'm sure the last year has been a very hectic, although exciting time for your team. I would love to kick off by hearing a bit about your thoughts on recent privacy updates. How has your philosophy on privacy evolved over the last couple of years?
Well, it's definitely been busy, to say the least. Privacy's always been on our radar at WPromote, but this is the year where the rubber meets the road. It's become increasingly evident that prioritizing privacy will just be table stakes for both agencies and clients to be successful in the long run. And so, as we know, some privacy measures have already gone into effect, and I'm sure that everyone has felt the impact in one way or another. At WPromote, we want to adapt as quickly as possible as an organization because we need to prepare our clients for these changes. In 2021, that was the year that privacy went from this looming abstract concept to a definitive issue requiring reevaluation of strategy. I would draw parallels to the pivot to mobile. Clients that are on the leading edge or prepared to adapt, they're going to thrive. Clients that don't recognize the magnitude of the moment are going to suffer. And this represents an opportunity for agencies like WPromote to step in, provide guidance and direction to clients who are understandably looking for answers.
I love that analogy with mobile, and I totally agree that this is a great opportunity for agencies. Michael, in your experience, what's the best way to explain this complicated concept to clients? How have you helped them navigate this rapidly changing environment?
So most of our clients hadn't proactively brought up privacy to us. Very few clients realize why this privacy moment is different, and it's our job to explain the changes and how they're going to impact performance. As a consequence, we spent a decent amount of time and energy explaining to our clients the need to focus on privacy. From an organizational perspective, we knew that we needed to adapt our strategy as well. Given that a lot of privacy products are fairly new to the industry and to us, we didn't have one single person or team responsible for implementation. We did find a senior leader who was passionate about this topic to be accountable for setting and leading our privacy strategy, as well as overseeing the execution. And we were also really fortunate to hire resources dedicated solely to implementing these solutions. Additionally, it became apparent that we had two challenges. First, we had a skepticism gap. Historically, privacy has been something clients haven't really prioritized, and they've largely gotten away with it so far. As a result, explaining what's different this time can be a tough job. Two, we had an education gap to address, both internally with our account teams and externally with our clients. But by partnering closely with our Google account team, we were able to host a training that our clients were invited to as well. It was really valuable for our clients to learn more about the changes that are taking place in the industry and why it's so important to act with such urgency.
Michael, it's super interesting to hear how Wpromote quickly repurposed resources across the organization to address privacy. Now, earlier you heard Bob speak on how automation can mitigate gaps in data. What are your thoughts on this?
So at Wpromote, we're big believers in automation. And we know how critical automated solutions are, specifically for mitigating the impact that browser updates have had and will continue to have on performance. Given that the volume of signals that Google can access and process relative to a human is huge, it's imperative for brands and agencies to continue to invest in these solutions. Changes in privacy will continue to lead to gaps in measurement, so machine learning is a great way to mitigate that impact while still driving growth. Automation, though, requires oversight, along with strategy and planning. And agencies like ours can differentiate ourselves by elevating the role of our subject matter experts to provide that guidance. Now, to do this, we need to rely on our deep understanding of our clients' business goals, specifically to make sure that that guidance in tandem with automation yields those desired business outcomes.
You mentioned earlier that you also had to move quickly to equip your clients' accounts for success. What does this actually look like in practice?
Well, we've always placed a strong emphasis on first-party data, and we've used site-wide tagging for measuring performance. These are vital to our clients to better service their own customers and to personalize those experiences. When it comes to measurement itself, we prioritize GA4 and implemented enhanced conversions across the majority of our book of business at the end of last year. We hit some roadblocks. We struggled at times. Implementation isn't always the easiest, but despite these challenges, we know how critical enhanced conversions are. We're here to support our clients with this new product, both in its present state and as it continues to evolve and mature in the future.
We appreciate the feedback that you and your team have provided over the last few months when it comes to implementing enhanced conversions. And I'm sure many of you who tuned in can relate. Now, as we wrap up and look towards the future, any final thoughts for your fellow agency leaders?
Well, I'm really proud of our team at Wpromote. We've made a lot of progress over the last few months, and we know that if we're going to help our clients continue to grow, we have to remain flexible. We have to continue to be an early adopter of new solutions, especially in this moment in privacy. I'm optimistic about the future. I do think it's an exciting time to be in the industry. I mean, from my point of view, anytime there are major disruptions to the digital marketing landscape, smart agencies can use both their diverse client data sets and their deep relationship with Google to better build strategies and achieve stronger performance than any single brand could by itself.
Thank you again, Michael, for joining us today. Your perspective is incredibly valuable, and I appreciate your transparency. Now, we look forward to continuing to partner with agencies like Wpromote in order to build collaborative solutions and to deliver both privacy and performance for the ads ecosystem. It's without a doubt an exciting time to be a part of the industry, and I'm excited by the unique opportunities for agencies to lead the way. With that, I'll pass things off to Helena to conclude today's keynote.
Thanks, Young-Soo and Michael. That was a really great discussion. Thanks, everyone, for joining us, and thank you to all of our wonderful speakers. We hope you walk away with a clear understanding of the opportunity privacy represents and how to take steps to implement privacy-safe solutions to help future-proof your agency and prepare for what's next.